Like with TV family was happening with y'all. We back up in this thing. Fluence at your service. What's good with it, Zen? How you feeling, man?
Peace. I would like peace. That's how they used to do it back in the day in the 70s. Like peace. What's good with y'all out there, man?
What's happening, man? We here. What's today? Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's going by slow, bro. I'm telling you, it's this week versus last week. I feel like last week's like bangers and all that, and it just went by fast. But this week going by slow. I thought it was Thursday. I ain't gonna cap to you. I was about to go to the barber shop. I look at my phone. I'm like, wait a minute. Today ain't Thursday. I almost went to go to the barber shop for no reason.
I'm like, man, today, man, I'm like, the fact that it's only Wednesday, it's a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, I feel like the weekend. I'm trying to figure out what I want. I got a plan for the weekend. I don't really got nothing planned for the weekend, but I'm trying to do something, man. Cause I'm finna get my driver's license finally, bro. Well, updated license, so I can
That's
start living
perfect time
again.
though. So motherfuckers ain't hemmed up when we trying to, you feel me? This is
Man,
crazy. They ain't like back in the day. I remember back in the day, if you had like a little expired license or something, they
you be
fuck with
good,
you.
bro.
Yeah, they look at you, they be like, all right, man, you good, bro. I know what it is. Now they oh, expired. I went to the Medi, bro. They was like, we can't let expired because I had thought I had lost my license for a second, bro. And I was like, I was tripping for I'm checking the whip. I'm calling back the place because I don't take my license out ever unless I get carded or the police ask. So I'm thinking like, what the fuck? When did I have my? And then I was like, oh, when I got my rental, I must have left that, not got that shit back from that girl, right? So I'm calling. She like, I don't have nothing, bro. I'm telling you, I'm tearing that car up. But the car ain't mine, so ain't too much to really look for. I'm just looking. They had gummy bears up in there. I said, I know these niggas ain't trying to leave no gummy bears up in here on my watch, trying to charge me. I'm gonna throw that shit away, even though I don't want to. I should just be like, hey man, that was in there with, you know how that go though. They ain't gonna believe me. But yeah, end up finding it though. But when I went in there the first time, she's like, "Oh yeah, we can't let you with an expired D." But I'm like, "Bitch, you can see that it matches my name in the damn system. That's the important part. I ain't no fraud, motherfucker." But then I ended up finding it. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That should be crazy to me. I'm like, I don't be understanding well, I don't know. I guess because I don't know, it's COVID or something, but it was crazy when I flew out. Memphis was cool, but about the whole license thing, like they were quick with it and acting no type of way. Nigga getting out of there, I almost missed my flight because they was pressing me about it because I didn't have my actual ID. They was pressing me hard, bro. I was like, man, I'm finna miss this joint.
they act like you
I
was
got to
trying to
be
be an
through,
imposter, boy. They like
bro. Like
640. This boy trying to be identical to this picture,
I'm like,
dog.
I'm like, wait, nigga, this is. I'm like, and I showed them the utility bills, my bank statements, everything. Like, it's my credit card, my debit card. Like, bro, like, how much more do you want
I
from
know,
me?
like, damn, I'm really giving you too much, really.
Yeah,
You
bro,
about to know
I'm
where I
telling
live.
you,
You about to pull up on me
you
in a
did
second, like,
everything, and it was
Jesus.
still like, you just stay over here. They had me waiting for a minute, and after a while, I was like, look, I need y'all to just come on now. Like, y'all trying to play with me, like y'all finna miss my flight. And finally, when I finally started pressing, they brought somebody over, and I was like, thank you. And so I made that joint barely. I made it.
Well, I'm
So
gonna
that's
make
why
sure
I'm
I'm not.
so. I'm like,
Yeah.
I really don't want to. Like, I'm like, nigga, I need. But me having my new license gonna change, but still, I'm just saying, And I got, what I'm saying, the bid from doing something. Like, man, let me wait till next year, man. So, that shit, man.
No, I feel you, man. Vid no joke out there, y'all, man. It's no joke.
They say you get it one time though. You know what I'm saying? You good. I was good with it last one.
We talking about a lot, man. We gonna be talking about, you feel me, a little bit of sports here and there, man. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You feel me? A little bit of everything, man. Hope your day went good though. Lost one. You feel me over
Yeah,
there in the
salute
UK.
last one. Yeah. What time is it over there? What is it like?
You look like he an early bird right now. I think it's like 12, bro. 7. I mean, I
Yeah,
said 12, bro. 12 hours ahead, so like 7 over there. 7:30.
in
But I
the
guess that's
morning.
not even early no more, bro. Now that I'm older, like I guess, like, bro, people be really waking up at 5 in the morning, boy, 4:30. So I'll be
Well,
like,
no, that I don't be doing that.
you been different though.
I go
You
to sleep too late. If I
Yeah,
went to sleep
but you
early,
are
I
not
would.
owl though. You like up when people sleep. You feel me? And then
No,
when people sleep, you sleep. Like, but
well,
see
I
that.
wish now I can't no more, but cause my phone be getting blowed up, man. That should be annoying,
Hey, but it's better to get blowed up. You feel me? Than dry. Your phone dry ain't good.
bro. Yeah, that's true too, but still,
Your
man.
phone
Sometimes
dry.
that,
I feel you though. You just getting that good REM sleep.
bro, just boom, boom, boom. And it'd be crazy though, cause sometimes I be getting information from them, and it's like, all right, we ain't finna respond. But it's like crack in the morning, y'all want to be hitting my phone like.
That's how it always go, bro. I swear, bro. When you thinking like, dang, I can't get a reply. I thought I hit you at a good, reasonable time. You want to hit me at an unreasonable time
Yeah, like
when you
you
want to
call
get
me
the
back. What's
reply.
good with it? Like, oh man, you tripping, man. You extra with it. But nah, I'm salute to it. Yeah, you right though. At the end of the day, you do want that shit to be ringing though. But
Bro, you know people at your job got that shit like my shit right now. You hear my shit?
you crazy.
Yeah, my shit really dry, but that's how you feel me. So I'm like, hey man, at least you know it's good ringing. You feel me? It's not no BS on your line talking about where
Oh,
my money at and
there's still some of that. There's still not
oh
necessarily
okay.
that, but there's still some BS. So you know you got to deal with. It needs to be like, let me
He said,
power
"Oh
through
no,
this
son."
joint.
He said, "Oh no, son. It's
I
still
ain't
some of
telling
that."
something. Yeah, like, I wish it was perfect clear. You don't got to, you know what I'm saying, deal with no, but it's always, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
you
like
right. There's
calm down some people, or you know, because it's a big deal for them. Like I be having to keep that in mind. I'm dealing with a whole lot, but I'm like for them, it's like for them, it's like that's a
and
big
it's
thing.
crazy. Like you said, like some people, you know what I'm saying, like they blow up something, but I realize like a lot of people don't go through like certain things that test their mental, if that makes sense, you know, like when like things out of the ordinary. Like some people like have stuff where they're at, like you can say around of them, but not necessarily around them, if that makes sense. But like they feel comfortable where they like, I never had a problem of somebody messing up my matrix, if that makes sense.
Yeah, or some people is able to just. It depends on how you respond to it, in my opinion. Some people are able to just kind of be like, all right, that happened, and we're just gonna just keep moving along, and then other people can be like, all right, I want to prevent it from happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, and some people it's like when it happens, that shit can, you know.
Make them collapse. Hey, go ahead, let them know who on that right there, boy. Go ahead, let them know. He wants to know. Let the people know.
I ain't never told. Oh yeah, I've
But it's been
told you,
sporadic
but you
though.
probably missed it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is Michael Bisping, man. Michael Bisping. You know what I'm saying? Ex UFC champ now. You know what I'm saying? A Hall of Famer. This is before he was the UFC
The
champ, by the
title,
way.
yeah. This is before he had the
Before
belt.
he had
Before
the
he
title,
fought
that's when
Luke
people
Rockhold.
hated Bisping. They had no, and you know, this was before I really fucked with Luke Rockhold like that. 'Cause I was, but I'm like this Michael Bisping right there. I've had that for I don't know, like 6 years. I don't know. Absolutely.
Yeah. I
All
bet.
those, everything, meaning all those up there. I remember when I got the Cody one. I remember young Lloyd gave that to me, and then the Cleveland one, I bought
You
that from
been had
Cody.
that. Yeah. You been had
I
that one.
saved up for the Cleveland joint. I remember he was like, "You want this? I give it to you for 75 or something." So
You still got your fat head, right?
I don't got that no more.
Oh, okay. He had the cockback joint, boy. Y'all missed
Bisping a
that.
legend. Bisping from I'm not sure what part of UK you from, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, Liverpool guy, one eye Liverpool guy,
Yeah, nah, man.
overseas.
It was crazy though, because we saw Bisbee win it and we saw Bisbee defend it, and that title defense was crazy with Dan Henderson, boy. That
Yeah,
was
and
crazy.
he didn't necessarily lose his eye, but it got damaged so bad from that knockout from Belfort. He had to get it removed in surgery. So it was like depending on how technical you want to be, yeah,
It's crazy, man.
yeah, this is a legend right there, boy, legend right there. And he spelled my name right,
Yeah, man.
Mike
You,
Bisping.
the real recognize real yurt. They know that.
Yeah,
That's what they said to the youngins. But
yeah. I need
we
that.
gonna
One
get
day
up
I'm
in
gonna
there
get that joint framed with
frame.
the picture.
Well, let's get up in here, man. We go ahead and start with our day, man.
Breaking up
My
on the
day
right side,
today,
then you good.
I want to
All right.
say is a 3.5. It's probably the best day out the week, only because I ended up figuring out some shit. This dude look like he's stuck. I'm not tripping. You there, my boy? Okay, there you go.
We back.
Yeah, you back. I was like, hold on. It seemed like you was stuck for a second. But what was I saying? Yeah, I'll give today about a 3.5. Probably my best day out the week. It started off bad though. I say that it started off bad because well, I want to say start off bad. It started off good, but it got bad because I was trying to figure out the technical difficulties with my auto tune. It would not let me reactivate it after I tried to reactivate it. So I did like this whole thing for like 5 hours to figure out how to fucking get that shit right. And I finally got that shit. So that's what made it a 3.5 because I was able to get one of our YouTube songs done because I've been slacking on that game. So I got that shit. So yeah, salute to that for figuring out them technical. Anybody out there got technological problems, man? I feel your pain. That should be a bitch.
Shit, that just happened just now. I don't know what happened. My Wi-Fi just randomly started acting up, but it's back. It happened a lot. I'm gonna have to talk with my Wi-Fi people, my internet services, because I'm like, hey man, I'm not paying for the top stuff, but I'm paying for up to like 12 devices to be
paying
on
enough for at least 3 people.
Yeah, at least for myself. It's just me. I'm like, how am I having trouble with this? So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta pay
You
more.
crystal clear now, boy. It's coming in crystal clear.
I don't know, right? Still with the young snipers in the building.
Yeah, about a 3 or 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I've been slacking, but I've been slacking on the music game. But I'm back. We're gonna get all them joints done, all these tracks, get them to you.
Hey, I understand on this level. Real quick, last one. It's snipers. If y'all want to drop, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all day, how y'all feel? How y'all day went? You know, rated out of 5. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't I wasn't having a problem with it. It was just like it wouldn't activate. So like when I was trying to drag it over to my iLock, I kept saying some weird shit. So I had to go re-download the uninstall the license manager, reinstall it, and then, you know what I'm saying, I had to go on YouTube. Like he's right, you can go on Google and find answers, but sometimes that ain't the answer you're looking for. So you know you gotta do a little bit more research. But you know, I ended up figuring it out. I appreciate you, Lost One, for your input. And that's good your day finished well too. Yeah, you see it right there, boy. Yeah, that's why I like to see that you see.
We don't know where was you at for the Canelo fight? His snipers like,
I know, man. It was you. We was in here.
He was looking for you, bro.
There's a lot going on, facial expressions, everything.
Man, I was like, where was the snipers at? Young Lost One, salute to you, Lost One. That your day went well, man. That's good. Day was a Wednesday again. I gotta keep reminding myself. I don't know why, but what do you
day? Yeah, my day.
My day. I'll give it a 3.8. I get a 3.8 for sure. Definitely not in the forest. Reason why it was not in the forest, I'm not really 100% sure why it wasn't in the forest. I'm just thinking about, I went to work because work was kind of like there was a lot going on at work, especially in the beginning. It was just a little bit too stressful. Like not as stressful as there's always some stress, but today it was just a little bit just over the top. It's just like man, so. It ended a lot better than it started. And I might have gotten in the 4s if I probably would have worked out, but I took the day off. I don't mind that because the reason why I'm okay with that, because I did remember what I told you Tuesday where I went to go all the way to, and I went all the way, from there all the way to Tuesday and my knee held up. My knee actually feels the best it's ever felt. So I was like, why not rest it on a day where it felt the best it's ever felt? By the way, this is coming from doing cardio 2 days in a row, finally running that first day and night. And then yesterday, granted it was on a little elliptical thing, but as my warm up, I did 4 miles in that little joint. So I'm like, I'm slowly, my knee was the best it's felt. So I was like, okay, a little day off here, but I'm gonna go back hard tomorrow, and I'm trying to do some 2 days, probably Friday and Saturday, and I'm slowly working my way to. I think I'm gonna start running soon, or I'm trying to figure out what to do first. Run, actually do like weights, put weights on my leg, or go to an actual gym and maybe start training slowly and like making my way lightly back that way. Like I'm trying to figure out what would be probably the best thing to do. But overall, I say a 3 point.
I would advise you not to put no weight on your leg until you feel like that joint is like you don't even think about it.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you're already running, so if that's not hurt, you don't want to be like, well, shit, that shit fine, and then put more strength. Because my foot, like, it's not hurting right now, but like, cutting today, I was feeling it being sore. So I'm thinking like my step backs, how I was moving, how I've been running, how I've been doing all my miles. It's probably just a buildup of all that. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead, take the day off, and let my foot just kind of rest.
Listen to the body. Young Sniper said my dad invited me. He's having a whole cookout. We invited whole family and stuff. Didn't know until Saturday morning too.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up. I had people over too.
That makes sense.
Yeah, everybody wanted to see that joint.
Yeah, great fight.
Great fights. Facts. I didn't watch it, but Flu watched it.
I did, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting until he watches it, so I'm not saying nothing about it.
I'm waiting until Sunday. and actually watch it when it was meant to be premiered. So I feel like I got something to watch on Sunday when y'all don't got nothing to watch.
I might still, and see, you got to get on me too, Zen, because it made me think of this, because I still got to put your highlight up on YouTube. So make sure you get on me. So I be slacking on stuff too, even on the music thing. But
I know though, bro. You know the universe right now all topsy turvy, man. So it's just about getting the chakras right, as Kanye would say, get the chakras right.
Right, and try and stay consistent with the shit we can stay consistent with. We do it, at least this. But yeah, I have a video of that. It's hilarious because I literally I was going hard, man, because you know what I'm saying, some significant things happened in my life, and I was going hard. I think I just overdid it, and you know what I'm saying, I threw a kick, and my shit just popped in my hamstring, and I think I strained my hamstring, and it was a lower level. But my dumb ass, I was like, okay, the first day I felt some pain, then it went away. Oh, I'm good. So I went back to running crazy and lifting weights, and I think I made it worse, and I fucked up and moved down a little bit to my knee. So I finally was like, let me just stay off of it. I've still been training, not to the level I could, you know, of that. You know, I had to avoid everything of putting weight on my knees, but I've still been, you know, trying to do as much as I can. But I'm finally feeling like, you know, I'm probably like, I feel 78% right now.
You for sure, if you really wanted to, by the end of this month, I'm pretty sure you can get to a gym, getting back with the hands and all that, you know.
That's what I'm thinking. As long as I tell whoever I'm training with, I'm like, look, because I'll just do it individually to start off with and just be like, I got to bring it back slow because of my knee, but I want to, you know, start conditioning myself because I feel like I'll be, by January, I should be back in this thing. But I want to slowly make my way, you know what I'm saying, back. Isn't that, nope, yeah, you're right. Jamie Wonga versus Gabriel Rosado is this week, as well as David Benavidez. I forgot who the replacement that he's fighting is also.
It's going to be easy work for Benavidez, boy.
He was supposed to fight, you know, I forgot. I always forget how to say his brother's name, but he got popped for that EPO. So
that boy, he said, I need everything I can for this boy.
Shit, we also got Max Holloway versus Ed Rodriguez.
Yeah, we do. Max talking about he gonna go in there and piece that man. I think it's gonna be a better fight, man.
I think Max is gonna piece him up. Yair had trouble with the Korean Zombie. Max Holloway's gonna piece him up.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So he gonna do that thing right there.
And see, that's what I was thinking too. Last one, I'm telling you, I'm like, as soon like when I did for the first time, I ran. I did just one mile. I did a slower pace, but then I finally got an elliptical. Did I think 2 miles on elliptical Monday, and then yesterday I did 4 as a warm up, and my knees felt the best. And even then, I'm still doing cardio because I'm doing the cross ropes, I'm doing like the pull, and I'm doing the rower. So the rower involves my knee bending, the cross ropes. I'm doing like the movement squats. I'm trying to do as much movement as possible, but I'm not necessarily putting any weight or nothing on it. Like, so I don't feel uncomfortable or anything like that. Like, my knee feels good today. Even like walking and stuff, my knee felt like it just. And I never had, there was never no pain, just, uncomfortable, if that makes sense. It's like I'm finally feeling comfortable. But yeah,
that's good, though.
Push that back.
But yeah, man. It's crazy, though, because I was at the gym yesterday, and like this guy was just recording. So he knew me because I was playing in this in this adult league. He was like, you playing that adult league, right? I was like, yeah, I think I've seen you, bro. And it was crazy. He was just recording me. I didn't even realize he was recording me. And it was crazy, bro. All my teams was weak. Like, I was having joint. No disrespect to women out there, but I was having women on the team and stuff. You feel me? You know how that go. They always want to get the mismatch. Now I got to play help. Doing a whole lot. But my team ended up winning the game. He had all that footage. So he said he going to break it down for me and send it to me. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then he was like, if I ever want him to come to the gym, he could just come in there and do like $5 or whatever and do that. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Take that up, do this shit.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, that's what I've been waiting for, looking for somebody that can actually come up in here. And
I love that last one made it weird.
Oh man, here he go, man.
But wait. It's not really. This is a back-to-back. This is a back-to-back bloaty right here. First, how about the Lakers and then right after?
Some random guys was recording you. Like, nah, he wasn't random. He been knew who I was, but I guess he was there for somebody else. But I took the starlight. Like, he was like, yo, I gotta get him. And then yeah. Y'all can sit here and try to stress all y'all want, man. I got the footage, all right, y'all out here crazy, man. And the snipers just happy because they beat the Nets. So he's over there on cloud 9, man. It's all good, man.
The little smiley face. They play tonight.
It's all good. It's Snipers got to figure out how they can win without Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's what his worry should be about,
Hey,
man.
you can't say nothing about the Bulls right now. They look amazing.
That's fine, but it won't matter.
It's Snipers. Can we talk? How about them Cavs? Can we say that?
Yeah, see, his Cavs on.
How about them
that.
Cavs? Y'all see that?
Oh, y'all lost though at the end.
Damn, how much we lose by?
3.
Damn.
But y'all lost to a solid Wizards team. Wizards are good, bro.
No, but then we would have been 8-3, bro. We would have had we basically had the best record in the league. We would have beat the best team right now in the East.
And the Cavs are missing Saxton, man. That's what is happening right now.
He didn't play good, or he didn't play?
He didn't play. Remember, he tore his meniscus, bro.
Oh God, that's why we about to go on a losing streak.
Yeah, he tore his meniscus. Like,
let's see how good Garland is. What Garland do? 10 points, 3 assists.
Nah, he had 19 and 4 assists.
He's weak. All right, that's good stats. I didn't expect that. What was he shooting?
He was 8 for 16 from the field.
Oh, we can't get him 16 shots.
Yeah, Rubio had 15. Mobley had 15. Y'all just didn't have honestly, bro. Y'all not healthy right now.
Y'all lost. No choice but to give Garland 16.
Y'all don't have marketing. You don't have Sexton or Love. All 3 of them are not playing.
Well, Love doesn't matter. Allen, how'd Allen do?
Double. He a beast.
Don't say me. I've been riding for Sexton. The other dude I was watching, he was balling. What's the other dude? Are you talking about Mobley or are you talking about Garland?
Yeah, I don't know which one he's talking about, but
Garland's the other guard. I don't believe in Garland.
He's different, you know.
If Garland wasn't playing and Sexton was, it would have won that game. Sexton probably would have like 25.
I say Sexton has more of a fearless factor when it comes to taking shots or making shots.
Go, man. His goal factor is different. It's not like it's different, man.
Oh, that's why he's talking, because they're beating the Mavs. Okay, Snipers, I feel it, man. You got a big battery in your back. I like it, man. Because they winning by basically 9, 10.
What quarter?
It's 3rd. They're gonna beat the Mavs though. The Mavs don't got enough.
I was about to say, how good is the Mavs this year though? Because I ain't really heard nothing about them.
I think they're like 7-4, 7-3. They're not bad. You know, Luka's doing his thing over there for them.
It's still big early though, man.
Yeah, I'm not, bro. Even if the Bulls win 50 plus games, I'm like, I hope they do, because the Snipers had a lot of turmoil. Huh?
Do you think the Wizards is for real? Like, do you think they for real?
They get to the playoffs, bro. When we really get to the offs, bro, the Nets, the Bucks, and I guess you might be able to throw the Bulls in there. I'm not believing in the Bulls, man. You got Caruso over there. I'm not believing in that.
What about us though? You don't think? I think we good with that. I think we good, man. I think Rubio, Sexton, Mobley is crazy.
I just think that, see, Philly, Miami is more of a threat than people think, man. And you still got Milwaukee, New York.
I think Miami's weak, bro. I don't think Miami's a
threat. New York solid.
New York's not a threat.
Yeah, man.
These are a bunch of teams that look good because of the conference they're in, but they're really not that good. Like, they don't really have a chance to make it that far.
Well, honestly, bro, I don't think nobody beating the Bucks healthy, bro, in that East.
And I'm like, I get why it's Snipers feel like the man when it comes to the Bulls, because I'm like, let's be real. At least when it comes to the Cavs, like my dude's like, you know, to be homegrown. I'm like, the Bulls is like makeshift. You know, y'all got a whole bunch of players. Y'all just got. I guess y'all got Levine, but having DeRozan on your team with Vucevic and Ball is crazy. But y'all ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like when it gets to a 7-game series, I feel like, how are you gonna go stop Giannis?
I don't think nobody can. That's the fact. That's why I said the Bucks.
Bron can. Don't say nobody, man. Bron can. Bron can stop that, man. I believe it. I believe Bron can stop that, man.
Real old, bro.
See, you saying that right now. Bron's over here. Now I don't want to get on his integrity or nothing, but I believe allegedly that he ain't really hurt right now. He's just trying to let everybody get in the flow of things because he knows how great he is. He like, man.
Well, yeah, that's his only choice. So I got to use the bathroom back. Go ahead, though.
Nah, man, Snipers. Only reason I want y'all to really do good is because y'all had a lot of turmoil in the last couple decades, man. Like y'all just, you feel me? Y'all done got built up. You know what I'm saying? The last time y'all was even somewhat relevant in the East, Derrick Rose was playing on y'all team. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Y'all ain't really been too much of nothing, but just, you know what I'm saying, a team over there. So I'm glad that y'all actually got some pieces. You actually have something to be excited for. The city can actually go to games now and know that they're not gonna lose. So I commend y'all for that. You know, we just got a championship a year and a half ago, something like that. Just got a ship. So we're not really thirsty right now. You know what I mean? Like as Laker fans, like that championship did us good. So as Bulls fans, I hope y'all Bulls, you feel me? Y'all Bulls fans can you know what I'm saying, enjoy this ride as long as it can. Because I still don't think y'all could beat Nets in a 7-game series, especially if Kyrie come back. It's over for y'all.
Do you think Kyrie's gonna come back? You think all this is just making a soap opera? Because the Nets are still good. I don't see why. Because supposedly they're supposed to be lifting that mandate at some point.
I heard the governor say he not gonna do that. He said it's gonna stay.
I think was getting a new governor out there. Am I tripping?
I guess they were supposed to be, but I thought he said the new governor said that he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't lift the. Yeah. Honestly, I just don't feel like Kyrie is really invested in hoop at the moment. If you had to ask me, because I'm like,
but do you have to be to want to play? You know what I'm
saying? No, of course not. But like, I'm just saying, like, you gotta feel like your heart in there, especially when you feel like you don't need to play no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think so though.
Really, he wants to play. I'm not saying Kyrie don't want to play. I'm not trying to come at nothing, but I'm saying as far as what he has to give up, and every year is always something else that they feel like he needs to be doing. Where I feel like he's probably just feeling like, man, like I'm tired of that. Let me go ahead and take a break. Because I'm like, eventually they're gonna have to come to an agreement on something. It can't be just a loon. Because you feel me, COVID not go. I probably shouldn't say because I don't know what YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say donut shop because that's what call me be saying. But the donut shop, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going nowhere anytime soon. Like I feel like that's here to stay. Like, you know what I'm saying? They making it mandated everywhere for almost in the bigger cities that you have to have proof of some type of vaccination or some type of test to go into these bars and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't think it's going nowhere. So I'm like, Kyrie can't be unrealistic to be thinking like, oh, this is gonna blow over and eventually I'm gonna like but it sucks for Kyrie because he just so happens to be on a team because Bradley Beal's not back. He doesn't have that shot. But since he's in Washington, D.C., they don't have a rule that he can't play without having it. But since Kyrie's in New York, that's the New York mandate. He gets punished because everybody on the team technically has to have it. So it's really unfair because it's just like he's on a bigger city. So that bigger city's requiring. Like if you was in Milwaukee, they're not going to care. They're like, you don't got to have it, bro.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. But still, do you think? I really think ultimately we're gonna see Kyrie play.
Oh no, I mean, if he, all I'm saying is if he plays, it's bad for everybody in the East besides the Bucks. The Bucks, the only people that can line up and match up height with depth. They got shooters. They both got shooters. But see, the Bucks have rebounding. I think that's
okay, and I agree with you. But this is why I have to call cap on you because I'm just like, see, this is why see if I could just pull up, I had to pull up the clip of you disrespecting James Harden. If you think James Harden is such a, what you were saying he is, how does all of a sudden Kyrie change the dynamic of the team? Now all of a sudden James Harden is better?
No. It's less pressure, bro. It's like, bro, if we go to LA, if me and Dan was to go to the gym, right? But then you pull up with us, we gonna just be that much better. We gonna have an extra dude that knows exactly what to do. He's gonna be dynamic on the defensive end, and he's gonna give me that energy both ways.
But I'm saying still, we're talking about the disrespect he was giving James. From what you was making it seem like is he just don't got it no more. So if he's not that type of caliber,
or was I pointing out?
Then it doesn't matter if Kyrie is there. You basically saying to be the Kyrie and KD show. James don't even belong to be in that. So what makes the difference with Kyrie not being a part of the team? I feel like we're talking about the same exact team if you're talking about the disrespect that you were presenting toward one said Harden. So that's all I'm saying. I think you need to be more respectful and make sure you're not contradicting.
I'm not contradicting though, because
aspects and points.
What I said about James, I said that James is stuck in his ways. I said James is going to have to
But you
adapt.
said, but you didn't think he'd be able to, because I was the one. I was saying, I said he's going to be able to adapt. He's too good. And you said, nah, it's not just the rule. He was downplaying who he is. You
I
made it
was
seem like this is who he always been, and he's exposed.
I'm saying that the type of basketball he's done for the last decade has not gotten him any prosperous, and it hasn't gotten him anything but an
Doesn't make
MVP.
sense. He's won MVP. That's
Hold on, let me
prosperous.
explain.
He's made the playoffs multiple times.
But
That's
all right,
prosperous.
see, look, I could say the same thing when you was texting me saying Westbrooks was cheeks.
But he is weak
How's
when
he
it comes
weak
to
though?
what he's doing at this particular time with this
Okay, so
team.
James is weak what he's doing at this particular time. It's
It's
no
different.
different.
It is
What?
different
No, no,
because we're
no,
talking
no.
about
I'm not
different
hearing it.
roles. We're
I'm
talking
not
about
hearing it. I'm not hearing it, bro.
we're
You can't
talking
say
about
that. It's the same, bro. They both the third option when it comes to
James
the
Harden's not the
basketball
third option right now. James Harden is
right
actually,
now. But I'm talking about when Kyrie comes back, he's the third option.
if you want me
Facts.
to be real, like think about this. Westbrook is legitimately the third option, right?
That's what
If
I'm
LeBron
saying.
is playing on the court, right, he might have fewer touches, fewer points than Westbrook, 80, and so on and forth. But we know LeBron makes things run, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So James Harden is in the same position as LeBron when it comes to Brooklyn. You could say KD is the first option, but James Harden is the one that makes everything go. He's the one that sets everyone up. He's the one that makes sure people are in the right position. Very similar to Chris Paul and Phoenix Suns. The same argument I had with saying Chris Paul was the man on Phoenix Suns, but Devin Booker might be the go-to guy for scoring, but Chris Paul is the guy because he puts everything. James Harden is in that position. So that's what I think the difference is. Westbrook doesn't have to do that, but they are trying what I think, and I agree with you on LeBron James sitting out, not necessarily because he's injured, but I agree that he's trying to put Westbrook in a position. He's like, I want you to get comfortable, okay? I don't want you to feel like you have to do anything different when I'm on the court. Even though in reality, he's going to have to do something different. But I also believe when everyone's healthy, you're not going to see the same lineups that you see right now, where you're going to see a lot of Westbrook and LeBron on the same quarter. Westbrook Rondo, but I may be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's that's my argument right there when it comes to James. I just think you can't compare the two. James Harden and Westbrook are in two completely different roles on their team.
But to me, you're trying to give James a scapegoat because I'm talking about just the level of performance and him adapting. You saying he's going to adapt. Well, right now he ain't adapted to me. So I'm like, we ain't gonna talk about what he gonna do. LeBron gonna turn it on later for the Lakers, but right now we barely beating Hornets and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not talking about what could be. I'm talking about right now, and I just don't believe James Harden when it comes time playoff basketball, he's gonna adjust and start shooting those mid-range jumpers to help give. Because I'm telling you, bro, if he hit that mid-range jumper, everybody will be in big trouble. And this is me giving James Harden. I know what he can do. He's too dynamic. He's too quick. His handle's too nice. But I'm saying when he only wants to shoot a three and he's not getting that call anymore, that three isn't necessarily as prolific. Because think about it, when you think, okay, I have a 90% chance of getting this foul. Now you only got a 10% chance of getting this foul. It changes everything. He's not shooting to shoot it to make it. He's shooting just to get the foul. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like when Kobe would shoot in pump fake, he wasn't trying to he would get the foul, but he's focused on I'm trying to still make the shot. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like even Dame, he's struggling because he's not getting those calls coming off the screen, or when he comes off the screen, they're riding him trying to get over, and he's just shooting. Like all those calls are gone. So now Dame's not even looking as dynamic. So it's like, what's Dame gonna have to do? He's gonna have to shoot mid-range jumpers. He's gonna have to start going a little bit more in the air. Because at the end of the day, Chris Paul's showing you what you got to do, man. Chris Paul didn't been the mid-range god for so long, and there's no reason why he hasn't been in the playoffs. He took the OKC Thunder to the playoffs. Why? Because he had a mid-range jumper. I'm telling you, man.
Great players adjust. All that
There you go. There you go. I like you said that right there.
It
Great
doesn't
players,
matter because
what?
great players adjust. So James Harden is a great player and he's going to adjust. By the way, if we were coaching, right? We were two coaches. We would have very two distinct differences when it comes to coaching. You're saying, I'm going to tell a great player what he should do. What I'm saying is, I'm going to let a great player know what he's doing. It works. He just got to figure out how to make it work in the system that's now presented to him. So if he's great, he's going to figure that out. I got to sit back and wait and see if he's going to be able to do that. If he's not great, he's not going to figure that out. And now you have to adjust accordingly. Like James Harden has proven time in and time out, he's great. He's not going to need the mid-range jumper. I guarantee you it. All he's going to have to figure out is, okay, how can I utilize my offensive game and the things that always I'm comfortable with and work the best for me? How can I use this in this new system? I just got to figure it out. And he's almost there. He's halfway there. They're winning games.
All I'm saying
now
is
he has to get comfortable.
You get to a point where you're in insanity now. You feel me? Because I'm like, he been doing the same thing for the past 6 years. So it's like, I'm not knocking that he nice. I've never came on here and was like, he's trash. I'm saying he's weak in a sense where it's like, when your team needs him to adapt and do other things, like maybe come off a ball screen. I mean, not ball screen, off ball screen. Maybe come off a down screen so we can get you some more open, just catch and shoot type shots. He's not going to do that. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying I'm saying he's weak because he doesn't want to necessarily add something that he could add to his game. That's what I'm saying. He could add that off-ball element and not always have to be ball dominant. You feel me? Because I'm like, well, if you watch KD when he gets his buckets, James don't set him up none. He don't really, you feel me? It's like give KD the ball and get out the way. And KD just do KD.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that to an extent when it comes to, okay, James Harden, he can learn to be more not as ball dominant. I do agree with that, but at the same time, if he learns to be more ball dominant, who's going to be the one to set him up? All they have is Patty Mills, right? And Patty Mills comes off the bench, so most likely they're probably looking to take Patty Mills when James Harden is off the court. So is KD going to be the man to set him up? Joe Harris? I think you're going to you like, I understand your point, but I think at the end of the day, the machine that they have set in place, it was ran for Kyrie to be on this side, KD to be on this side, and James Harden to be able to either set up these two men or be able to play that pick and roll option and have such a spaced out floor that he'll be able to finish, or he'll be able to throw the lob, or he'll be able to kick it out, get out the way. Either Kyrie Irving can play the ISO game, or either KD can play the ISO game. I think that's what they built on. And now that Kyrie's not there, I think that you're looking at this team, and even you said it yourself, talking about LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap. These are two guys, they can shoot the three. That's added to Blake Griffin. They can shoot the three, but they're mid-range guys. They're guys who can, they want to get the ball. They want to be able to, maybe not so much Paul Millsap, but Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge, they have a very similar game. So they're clogging up the floor. So it's like, yeah, James Harden, he's adjusting to new rules, but you also I understand the team he's working with now. I've said this, I think in the last podcast, where they don't have as many shooters. They just don't.
Mm-hmm.
So James Harden's always, every team that he's played with, he always has shooters, and he always has a good big man that he can play the pick and roll game with. It was the same thing last year. Kyrie's a shooter, KD's a shooter, Joe Harris is a shooter. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan Claxton is his big man that he can play pick and roll with. He doesn't necessarily have that this time. And with the new rule change, I think Harden's just going to have to learn to adjust. He still has the same role. They still have the same responsibility. I think he's still just as good, but I just think the same way the team has to adjust, he has to adjust. Of course, KD's still going to look good. His role hasn't changed. Think about that. Bro. James Harden's role has changed. How has his role changed? You just said he's doing it. His role has changed because now he's got to learn to operate in different spacing and have to set up different type of players. It's different when you can just give the ball to Kyrie when you're in trouble. You can throw the ball up to DeAndre real quick. You can't throw the ball up to LaMarcus. You can't throw the ball up to Blake. You can't throw the ball up to Paul. Claxton, here and there, you can throw it up to him. Claxton, you can throw it up to him here and there. So I'm just saying these little intricacies, you got to remember that. And I'd be like, they be disrespecting James because of that. I'm like, he's literally the new Steve Nash on this Brooklyn Nets team. He has to be the dude to make everything run. And he's just like, okay, there's a lot of new pieces. That's all I'm saying.
Who's new, though, besides Patty and Paul Millsap?
I just said Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge. He's not new, but he is new.
He's new. He didn't really play last year. Okay.
Blake Griffin is still somewhat new because when he came into the system, James Harden wasn't necessarily playing the pick and roll game a lot with Blake Griffin. He still had Claxton. He still had DeAndre. DeAndre didn't really stop playing until the playoffs.
They should have got rid of Blake, honestly, and kept DeAndre. When you come, like you see what DeAndre's doing for the Lakers, bro. In 10 minutes, he's getting 10 and 10.
They disrespect. They don't understand how important it is for James Harden to have someone to just throw it up there if he can't find a shooter.
He made Capella's whole career, bro.
He got rid of Dwight because he thought Dwight was too old and wasn't able to do that no more. He felt like Dwight wanted in the post too much. Now he has a whole bunch of players that want in the post, and Dwight doesn't even want in the post no more. So Dwight would be perfect for him now. He would let him play with Dwight now.
Or JaVale.
But he doesn't have those players now. Now he has everybody who's like, okay, let me post up, let me get it. So I'm like, you gotta give it to James Harden, where it's like it is a new roster. There's still little things from last year that's still there, but I'm like, it's a new roster. With Kyrie
So why can't Russ get that same love though? Because I'm like, I seen how you was coming at Russ. I'm like, Russ got you talking about a whole new roster. He's been on 3 different teams in 3 years. Like, you not giving him no slack? Like, you not giving him no love? Like, he got to figure it out on a whole new team.
I'm not going too hard on Russ. I just think it's for Russ. It's just interesting when it becomes a Russ, because I'm like, your role is defined, right? I need you to be compatible when AD is on the floor. I need you to be compatible when LeBron's on the floor. I need you to be compatible when both of them are on the floor, right? But it's almost like you're watching them and they're saying, rather than you having a defined role, or supposedly how we perceived it to be, we're saying, Westbrook, you do you, and now AD has a defined role and LeBron has a defined role. That looks like the seat they're taking right now. And that's probably LeBron's choice. He's probably thinking, all right, he's like, nah, I don't have a defined role. I go. So I think LeBron's like, what it seems like, yeah, I'm sitting out for an injury, but I think it's more so it's like, yeah, let me make him feel like this is his team. Because I feel like that's what's going to make him more confident. That's what's going to make him more comfortable. Let him get some close wins, and people are talking about he did it, things like that. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Well, Melo been saving our ass. Really keep it quite kept, boy. He's been shooting like it's no tomorrow.
So that's the question too. So if this backfires on him, on LeBron, well, I'm saying, I don't know if that's the actual plan. So it is. It backfires where Melo's a dude carrying it. What does that mean for Westbrook? Like, as a Lakers fan, are you looking to want to, keep Westbrook and hope that y'all team make it work?
I just say keep Westbrook because I'm like, at the end of the day, he's still a triple-double threat. He has high energy. I'm like, worst coming to worst, bro. If he's not producing, bro, you still got Rondo, you still got Kendrick Nunn, you still got these other guys that can come in and still be just as effective. You feel me? Or even blend in better with the team. It's like Dwight. He's a Hall of Famer, but sometimes we don't play him. And then other times when we do play him, he gets 10 and 10. So I'm like, I just think the Lakers have all situational options. You feel me? Like, if we go against a guard that can't guard Russ, play Russ. You feel me? But we got a guard that's more dynamic versus, let me see, like a Dame. Dame got a more of a prolific type of scoring type thing to him. Maybe you go a little bit more Rondo, because Rondo going to play a bit more D. He's not going to really be focused on no O. He's going to be trying to get everybody involved. You get what I'm saying? And then you can go Kendrick Nunn maybe, because he got a little bit more scoring. He's left-handed. He's a little awkward. He can get the scoring going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I feel like the Lakers have so much that people aren't really remembering. You feel me? Horton Tucker, he has some championship, you know what I'm saying, experience. He's played with Bron for multiple years now. So I'm like, you got guys in place that I feel like are going to be able to contribute when it needs time to, like Malik Monk, like guys like that. Like, they're not playing good right now, but I feel like because Bron's not playing. Bron's only played like, 3 games? He ain't been playing.
So let me ask this. What if I said, is there such thing as having too much talent? Because you can see in the back, right? I'm a Cavs fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember how hyped I was when we got Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose. You even remember when we got them, I said we should have stuck with them a little longer, because I think we'd have more success with them when the crunch time came in the finals than with the team we traded for, where they didn't show up.
But at the same time,
Jordan Clarkson, things like that, right?
But I say that y'all owner and GM were stupid as hell though, like, and they still stupid.
Saying, but real quick, I'm just saying. Is there such thing as too much talent? Because technically, for that team, a lot of people said, "I didn't." This isn't me. This is devil's advocate. Because I remember. You remember what I said? I felt like we should.
You should have kept it. If y'all had kept that team, y'all would have won it.
Because I'm like, we're making the playoffs regardless. So what? We have a bad. We're making the playoffs regardless with this team. When it matters, they're gonna show up. That's what I truly felt in my heart.
They would have, bro. You see what D Rose is doing now, bro.
So,
come on, man.
So, is there such thing as having too much talent? Do you think you have too much? Especially when all these especially when all these players who were injured come back. Do you feel like you're gonna have too much? I
don't think
now you're expecting Westbrook, who's having trouble fitting in with what the talent you already have. Now you're expecting Westbrook to fit in with more talent. more players, more guards to cycle through.
I don't think there's such thing as too much talent, because if that was the case, teams like Alabama and shit wouldn't win. Duke or Kentucky, these teams, these franchises that will have an overstacked team. And usually when they have them teams, like when Duke had Jahlil Okafor, Justice Winslow, they had Grayson. Now they have 5 pros on their team. You feel me? Some people would be like, is that too much talent for Coach K? But it's all about the person. Because think about it. Chuck Daly, he coached the Dream Team, and he figured out a way to how to get they all egos in check. They lost to the select team with Chris Webber, Penny Hardaway, all these other dudes. They lost to him. He erased the score before media could see it. But I'm saying, like, he knew little things like that to be like, y'all losing to college players. How the hell y'all gonna go beat these? You know what I'm saying? Just doing a little psychological work. So now they're not thinking like, I gotta get mine. You know, they're doing inter squad scrimmages and stuff. Is getting heated in there. But he's like, I'm letting them get all this out. So when it gets down to the floor, they're more on a team basis than they are on a me basis. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like I just don't think Frankie Vogel maybe not know. It might be too much for him, in my opinion. I don't think there's too much talent on the Lakers, though.
I think we're just too. I think if you want to be honest, I think at the year we're in, and the much we know about professional sports, media, money, I think we can't blame it on the coach. The coach really doesn't have nothing to do with the sport. That sounds fucked up, right? Not in basketball. Football, yes. There's a lot that goes into things like football, but I see basketball, and the coach is something similar to boxing as a trainer. They'll set up they'll run you through the plays and all that type. But when it's time to be in there, like it's all off the instinct. Like you, maybe not but I'm talking about when you have the greats on your team. Like you're not, and real quick, Lost with I've been listening to this for like I just was one. Hey, salute to NBA Street 2. Shout out. I love that.
That game was crazy, man. You play that one. You hear that joint, you like, yeah, it's time to get going.
Bro, that game, man. That game was fun as hell, man.
But I'm saying the Warriors had one of the best teams ever assembled, and they didn't have a problem winning. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's about the talent. Because I'm like, if you go look at that roster, they had dogs on their bench. It's chemistry too, but I'm like, it had nothing to do about the talent though. It had to do everything to do about the pieces and who was being. You feel me? Like you had a guy like Draymond knowing, okay, I'm gonna sacrifice my scoring to make sure KD, Clay, and Steph all get their touches, and it's harmonized.
Never really a scorer, though.
But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. He still knew what to do to make sure everybody got their touches. Iggy knew, okay, when I come off this bench, I got to bring that defensive energy, hit these corner three. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying. It doesn't matter about necessarily the talent. It's about how it's coached and what rotations is going in. I feel like that's what the coach can control. He can't control everything else, emotions and all that stuff, but he can control who's in the game with who. That's what he can control. And I just feel like Frankie V is right now. He's trying to figure it out too, so I don't want to be too critical, but how it's looking, I'm like, I don't think you could say personality is big enough. Like think about Pat Riley. His personality and ego was big enough to coach somebody like Magic and Kareem, and then Dwayne Wade and Shaq.
Now Eric Spoelstra did LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne. So hold on now.
What do you mean? Chris Bolster learned. Chris Bolster learned from Pat Riley. What do you mean? He was under Pat Riley. He was under Pat Riley before he even got to the spotlight. He got promoted because of Pat Riley. So I'm like, this is somebody Pat Riley groomed. So I'm saying this is, but who groomed him though? That's what I'm saying. A guy that understands what it's gonna take to get it done. It's not somebody that was just, you feel me, championship list. He won rings as a player and a coach. So I'm saying he understands what it's going to take and what rotations and all that. Because I'm like, he showed it against 06 when he had a Shaq that was basically on his last end of his prime year. You had old ass Lonzo Mourning, old ass Gary Payton. You had all these old dudes, but he figured it out though. You could say that team was probably overstacked at that time, but he figured it out. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't think it's necessarily going to be overstacked. I just think that you got to have, you know what I'm saying, the right type of players, if that makes sense. Like Coach Doc Rivers, he had a guy like Rondo that knew how to get everybody in a thing. So that was a blessing for Doc because it covered up a lot of his coaching flaws because you had a coach on the floor in itself.
Well, Doc keep getting coaching jobs, so I don't know, man. They might disagree with you there, bro.
Of course they're gonna disagree with me, bro. But you can go look at the 3-1 record. He has the worst percentage in history. So He clearly know how to choke a 3-1 lead. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
man.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, you can get cause think about it, bro. Like, bro, he's the really, I don't want to say ruined franchise, but I'm like, bro, he had opportunities and players where he could have actually did more than what he did, than what he had. You know what I'm saying? You got Ben Simmons over there. You got the man that wanted to play no basketball.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's going on with Ben, man?
They said they're gonna keep finding him until he finally goes and gets a mental evaluation or something.
So they're not letting him play because he doesn't want to take a mental evaluation, or is he choosing not to play?
He's saying he's not ready to play mentally, but I guess he hasn't gone to one of their specialists or something to be diagnosed.
In other words, they know this nigga's stalling out, and they finding him, and they hoping he breaks.
Yeah.
NBA's cruel as hell, man. But then you want to get on Kyrie for not wanting to take the goddamn vaccination. That is shit.
That's why I feel like Kyrie's more so sticking to his guns now, because he's just like, dang, like they doing brother Ben like this, man. I got a chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be the future.
How do you say you don't believe in somebody, but then you don't want to trade them? Believe in the words you just said about not believing in me, nigga.
Exactly.
If I was Ben, I understand. I know everyone wants to be like, he got millions of dollars, but I'm like, man, I'm used to getting money. I'm used to getting money. Like, how are you gonna go in front of everyone and say, I don't know if we can win a chip with him? But then when I'm like, all right, bet, trade me, you like, well, hold on, brother. I want to try. Well, you should have said that in the press conference. I don't know if I can win a chip with him, but I'm gonna try, goddammit, because I don't want to let him go. Now you want to show the work? I understand that, man. I understand what Ben's saying. I ain't on the same level, but I understand what you. Anyways, I'm telling you, man, hold out, brother.
I mean,
I'm with him.
I don't know what Rich Paul's advising him to do, but I hope it's good advice, because I'm like, it doesn't make sense at this point. Because I'm like, if I'm 76ers, there's like, we want a dynamic player back in return, right? So they're looking for like a Dame or maybe a Kyrie.
That's what he's saying. LeBron's like, look, keep telling Ben, keep doing what he's doing. We're gonna get them Westbrook over there.
I don't think they're gonna do that though, because how old Westbrook is, and they just like, that's not gonna make, because he can't really shoot neither. So it's like that.
I know, but Westbrook ain't never gonna not play. If Doc Rivers says they can't win a chip with him, Westbrook gonna be like, I'm gonna show you something. That nigga gonna play even after the fourth quarter over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Westbrook for sure energy. I mean, it could happen. I'm not gonna rule nothing out, but I'm just saying,
Westbrook and Joel would be a lot better than where y'all at, and Ben Simmons on your team would be a lot better than what Westbrook on.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like, bro, Ben can change any team. I feel like at this point, because I'm just like, he just have to be comfy.
Chill though too. Ben don't feel like he gotta go crazy.
Ben, I'm telling you, he's an upgraded Draymond Green. I'm telling you, bro, he's an upgraded Draymond Green, bro. What do you mean? Draymond Green's a Hall of Famer.
Ben Simmons is way better than Draymond Green.
I said upgraded Draymond Green. Damn.
Ben Simmons is way better. He's nothing like Draymond. Draymond can't do what Ben can. You crazy, bro.
What can Ben do that Draymond can't do?
Everything.
What though? He's never been no defensive player of the year. Draymond got that.
He not gonna. He don't.
You can't say that he can't do something. You can't say that he can't do something. He got the team. He shoot better. He shoot better. I'll pull it up right now. Game 7, 5 for 5 from the 3-point line.
That's false. That's a false.
I don't know what to tell you. When the lights was on, Draymond was on money. I'm not gonna sit here. You know me. I'll get on Draymond Green. I'll get on Draymond Green. I know, but Draymond Green is good.
I'm not saying he's not, but he's nowhere near Ben Simmons.
I'm saying, but how they play the game is similar though.
Not even close. They don't. That's crazy. Draymond Green does not play nothing like Ben Simmons.
He's not as dirty. I say Draymond a little bit more dirtier because he's smaller though. He has to be a little bit more grittier.
No, not even close. Ben Simmons is a scorer. He controls the tempo of the game. He can get everyone involved while also, taking the whole entire game over. Draymond Green can't take a game over.
Okay, I'll give you that. He can't necessarily take a game over, but I'm saying, but I said an upgraded Draymond Green, bro. He does everything Draymond does, just taller and faster.
Not even close.
What do you mean they do the same shovel passes to their shooters? They do the same dribble, penetrate, kick out to the shooter. They do the same dump over the pass lobs. They play exactly. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I get them clips and I'm going to go side by side.
Magic Johnson before Draymond Green. Shit.
Magic Johnson?
Absolutely. I was not comparing no Ben Simmons to Draymond Green. That's disrespectful.
To who, though? I think that's disrespectful to say Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson came in winning.
So
Taking a team on it. Ben has never had 30 points in his whole career, bro. Stop it.
He has it?
No.
Hold on. Let me see this.
Look, he got to look at him. Oh my God. He like, this can't be. He has to have 30.
Yeah, he is. He's had 30 before. 30 points on 11 to 12 shooting, triple double.
So he's only had one 30-point game in his career, is what you can
find. It was 31 points, 18 rebounds, and 4 assists.
So that's his career high.
So no, it's not. This is his career high. That's not his career high. He's had more than that.
Bro, his career high is like 31, bro. It's going to say 31.
His career high is 42 points. Chill, man.
So he hit Magic's career high his rookie year. That was Magic had that rookie year, bro.
Big hate. I know, but I'm just saying. I'm like, Draymond Green can never even dream of touching 20, man. Like, chill. 30,
okay, let's see Draymond Green's career high.
Disrespected Ben Simmons on another level, bro.
Hold on. Draymond Green.
What's the smallest basketball player you know? It depends. You talking about league or what? Nate Robinson.
Man, they went to his assist. No. Career best. Okay, 31 points.
Killed AIDS, but he fixed AIDS too. His career best was 31. So chill, man. You're so the hate.
I said upgraded though.
Through your bones. It's not even close.
He's at 19 assists though. 20 boards.
They don't get played close. They don't even play close. Chill, man.
I see you. You a real Ben advocator, man.
I'm just like, wow, I don't understand.
Rich Paul need to add you to his team. You like, look, I like that work you doing for my boy right there.
You should, because I'll be able to negotiate him a much better deal, Rich Paul. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to negotiating, I'm the man.
Hey, man.
Hire me, Paul. Look at my resume.
Hey, man. I like that you don't I feel like you try to disrespect Draymond like he weak or something. Like he just out here just don't know.
Nah, Draymond's good. He's just not on Ben Simmons level. He's not even close. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Ben Simmons gonna have to show us because right now he ain't playing no basketball. So I'm like, when he get back on the court, he gonna have to show us exactly what you was telling us. Come on, if he don't come out LSU Ben, I don't know what Ben we gonna get the rest of his career.
I don't think he wants to play for them. That's the problem, though.
I'm saying when he gets to his new team, because I'm like, you was giving heavy criticism against AD, but I'm like, AD's stats been there. So I'm like, hey, his stats been there and he got a ring. So I'm like, at the end of the day, we could all say
LeBron got him a ring.
But he's 75 player of all time. That's what they got him on the list. I don't care
what that says. I don't believe in that.
Hey, Gilbert Arenas didn't either. He was like, look, AD might be able to be on this list later in his career, but right now,
none. No, he shouldn't be on the list. None. That's cap. They put him on there just because they're trying to discredit what LeBron's doing on that team. They want people. Remember when they won that chip? They all said it was because of AD. I've been told you that's LeBron. It's all. They always want to do this to LeBron. They want to discredit him. I know y'all want to say I'm a LeBron fan.
They discredit Dwight too.
AD is not that good.
Bro, they discredit Dwight, bro. How you not put Dwight on the list over AD? Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be. Dwight said he knew he wasn't gonna make the list, so he just like, I know they don't like me. I know I'm not gonna make the list. That's crazy.
It's not just going to Cali, man. Calling you out, bro.
You know I'm gonna be in though. When you gonna be out here? When you gonna be here, man? Yeah, we can set that up.
He want the smoke.
Hey, man, he gonna see. Hey, I got
the smoke.
Hey, man. All I'm gonna say is you could pull up. You could even be on my team, bro, because you're gonna be on my team. That's the winning side. So you know what I'm saying. But we could set that up though for sure. I'm like, when you gonna come though? Because I'm about to be out in Memphis. During be out there the 16th and come back the following week.
So. You said December, yeah. And I'm like, that's my birthday. So he coming out here, man. We finna turn up.
I mean, I gotta get my liver rested, so I'm not gonna drink nothing.
We get the J rest. We should go get crazy with that. And I gotta get ready for that too.
Did your cousin ever hit you back, or that's looking like it's dead end?
I ain't even hit him. Be honest with you.
Oh.
It's because I'm like, when we was talking shit like that, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He got a chick and stuff, and like he lived with his chick. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like, I feel what you're saying, staying there and stuff. I see what you're saying. We just too big. We just too big doing that. December. But what time though? I need dates. If you don't got dates, like late, early, middle, you feel me? Because middle, I probably won't be here for at least a week. You know what I'm saying? That 16th week, and then the next week I'll be back. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta just let me know. I'm going to probably the 12th coming back to Chicago in January. Oh, okay, so yeah, you'll
Oh,
be
you
out
gonna be
here.
out there for a minute.
Yeah, you gonna
That's
be
all I
out
was
here.
gonna say. I was gonna tell you, depending on where you're at, like, man, you gonna come out to Memphis for a week, bro? No, we finna turn up. Like I'm telling you, man, we finna.
Yeah, man. Because I was gonna do like 4 days, but I'm like, it was cheaper for the extra 2 days. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go a little longer.
3-4 days, man. You can't do nothing,
Hey, all I know is you better be
talking
hope you
that
in.
gabba.
Hey, I hope he's in shape though, because I've been running my miles every day and hooping, playing, and going in the sauna and getting my core right. So I'm like, I hope he ready, because like I'm coming. I ain't stopping. Oh, I got some more footage. It just came in, boy.
I'm
Look,
burning through this, baby.
I'm about to show. I'm gonna show the snipers. Look at that right there, boy. Oh! I can't get it to him, but yeah, man, I hit that joint. Hold on, let me try to get it right for him, man. Boom. Let me see. Okay, I gotta go right there. Oh, come here. Oh, bang! We're gonna get it right for y'all, man. We're gonna get the music going on there. I'm gonna try to get the green bean back on.
That's gonna be you and snipers.
Yeah, man. We coming for anybody, and you know what I'm saying.
We out here, man.
I feel like Flu in the gloves, man. Y'all ain't never seen him in the gloves. It's a sight to see.
Been a long time.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's crazy because his focus is different. Like you know how y'all we're talking right now, eyes are receptive. When like he blank out, he just get into this mode.
I used to do the Barry Robinson, baby, 40 rounds, try to get 40 rounds, man. I would get
I would
close,
come
man,
in
35. And I'm not even training for a fight, man. That's the type of dedication I would have on that joint. I don't do it no more. I'm injured, man. I can't say that, man.
I know you
fat.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like that though. Snipers, you keeping that body healthy right there, boy.
Yeah, but he ain't. Hey, y'all slow compared to me. I'm fast than all y'all niggas. I'll put money on that.
Nah, he is pretty fast for sure. I'm quicker than him though. I for sure get him. I'm a little quicker than him, but he for sure with top speed. Yeah, he gonna get us, bro. He fast. We definitely getting that boxing. Oh no, you gonna get me on that boxing, man. I don't got hands like him, bro. Like, you feel me? I'll do enough to keep myself from being, you feel me, beat up and look like I went through a title fight. But you know what I'm saying? He the one that, you feel me, you need to test your hands with. For me, it's gonna be probably easy picking, especially if you got that amateur career or professional career you was talking about. Yeah, you gonna pick me apart, man. It's gonna be crazy. That was a 6 shot. I can't lie, Zen. I appreciate you, lost one. I'm gonna get it. You feel me? I'm gonna get some music on there, and I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, it look good, and we gonna post that joint too. But yeah, no, I appreciate that though, boy.
All that. Oh yeah, I want that smoking boxing. We gotta do everything though. You already know what it is.
I told him I get in the gloves, but I told him like it's gonna he probably gonna pick me apart.
No, that don't okay. You can't get the glove. You gotta get him in basketball. You can't get in that. You gotta get me in the gloves. Look, they see that. It was like, oh, the work.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I took over the gym. I start pulling from far. I start just hitting all types of crazy shots. They just like, damn, like he really in here doing that thing. So I was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They thought it was light.
It's not for me and you. We gotta get in the gloves. Well, I'm healthy though.
Yeah, man. Because the sniper's talking about he's 6'4", so that's not gonna be. He ain't no little body out here. He a big guy.
It's all right. We gotta see what that reach is like. I'm like reach on point. You gotta try to figure out get on the inside, man.
Nah, he for sure. He got good distance, man. He got a good job. That's what he got. Good job. He pop your shit up. Bow. Pop your bow. Have your shit pop.
No, it's been a while. I can't talk about shit. It's been a while. I ain't got nothing right now.
Shoot, by the time
I'm an old man.
Hey, what we should do though, bro? We should like, I don't know, maybe like April, May, one of these like months, just try to go out to Chicago for like 4 or 5 days or something. And just see what it's like.
I want to do, you know what I'm saying? I want to travel on some shit. I'm like, why not? I'm like, now's the perfect time. Now's the perfect time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of go out there for like, you know, maybe a weekend, something, you feel me? You know, so
I want to go to Atlanta too. I still want to go to Atlanta.
I want to go there too. I was just saying we can go see his snipers, you feel me?
Oh, young Joe in the building. What's good, baby? Champion. Catch that salute to you. What's good? Good to see you, Joe, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you with the chat. Yeah, man. We vibing it up on Wednesday already, man. We just talking shit. Yeah, I know what it is, man. We talking shit, vibing. You know what we do. Salute to it. It's snipers, man. Salute to the snipers. Salute lost one. Salute to Joe.
Salute.
I feeling good, 100 minutes. Man, shit. I'm like on the I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. And this round. I'm not gonna get too deep on it. This is a round switch, but my job, man. Look, I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I wanted to say just a little bit. I've been enjoying it. I've been loving it. But there's been a lot of switches and a lot of things that have been going on, man. I'm trying to keep them. I'm trying to keep
composure.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep composure. It's like, but it's like. But I will say this: there's one person I work with, and like, this is the first time like me and him really talked, but it was nothing crazy. But he said some stuff. I was like, man, I appreciate. I knew you appreciate the way I work. I know you appreciate where I go. Because the way I go about my things, I don't really say too much. But I just be like, look, I be asked certain questions, and then I'll figure it out. I won't really put it on, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I appreciate that. Like, anyway, so I'm like, I just want to put that because that shit was, look, lost one. Travel, life is short. That's a fact. That's why I'm trying to get myself, because I've been up in the shell, man. I've been on my Ninja Turtle way too long, bro. I
have too, man.
Atlanta, man, I ain't been in Atlanta since I was a kid, man. My cousin out there, like, man, I should blow this shit up. But I'm like, I just go places to go, man.
Hey, salute to you, man, on your new job, man. Congratulations, man.
That's a big time. Job. That's dope, man. Get that shit, man.
Get that paper,
I know that job you currently quitting, man. That be having you been working them hours, boy. And I feel like
he be working. He be like, I just got out of work. We looking at the time like that shit say 10:30 my time.
Shit. I'll be saying even to you, man, salute. Like even there, right there, Sniper Song, salute, man. Get that tech prepared because I already know you're gonna make good money with that. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And you just got to, you like younger than us, you know what I'm saying? Zay probably the youngest in the room right now. And I'm like, you at the point where it's like, I'm telling you, man, at your point, just grind. None of this shit gonna make sense. But I'm like, if you put that work in, man, I'm telling you, some shit is gonna come out of it, man. Something's gonna come out of it if you just
like
put
I
that
know
work
for
in.
sure I want to do this YouTube and the music. You feel me? I feel like when it comes to that, me and you've been doing it for so long. I feel like we got it. But like you said, now it's just time to improve it. Because I'm like, it's like basketball. Like I've been playing it so long, but it's like, how are we gonna improve it now? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm trying to test myself, do things. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that extra push. So I'm like, I know that, but I'm like, that can't be everything. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, I gotta just keep grinding and keep pushing through that wall.
There's a plan A, plan B, plan C. Like when I be around, you know, particularly when I'm in right now, like it's like I said, he work at a factory. He get always up, and that makes sense. I mean, factory they make good money too. But y'all work. I know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? I used to work 1-800 got junked way back when. Like I know what that's like. That's but you never know. You just gotta keep doing. A lot of times too, I be saying when it comes to something. This is what I was watching. I was watching Crack Facts. Salute to Crack Facts. He was talking about, there's two different people. There's people, I can't remember how it calls, like integrators, where they integrate their work life with their personal life, and people who like separationists or whatever, and they separate their, personal life from their work life. And a lot of times people who are able to separate, they end up having a longer lives than people who integrate it. And, simply because, they're not as stressed. It's like, okay, I'm at work. This is my work life. But when I go home, I'm not thinking about it. And so it's a lot of times, like, even if you feel like you suck or you feel a certain way, man, if that shit can make you decompress, if you can come to the crib and you can do something to make you think about, not think about the shit that's stressing you out, and you don't necessarily feel like you putting everything into, I'm like, that shit is worth it in the long run, man. Because it's not like a lot of times you understand you're not doing shit for other people, man. You're doing it just so you can have the right mind, because that shit is so hard. You know what I'm saying? Joe DeRay said, all with the patient bucket list to knock them down one by one right there. Like, if the only way you're gonna be able to knock them down one by one, like I said, with patience, and a lot of times patience has to come through storms, has to come through just, times when you feel like you're finna break down, you gotta have patience through all that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, with you, you being a lot younger than, a lot of us, then you at the time where it's just like, you gotta just like, look, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be at, but also have backups too. There's nothing wrong. Like sometimes you have to put yourself in situations you don't want to be in so you can enjoy the situations you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, and if you're able to somehow find a way to be able to incorporate both, there's going to be times where both may fall off, times you don't want to do neither. Because I'm like, even the shit you feel like you really want to do, there's going to be times you really don't want to do it. So it's like, with that dynamic, you got to understand, you always gotta have something in place to try and kind of, at least for me, what works for me to keep me moving, keep me going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've always been, the type of operating like I gotta do something every day. This is how I gotta be set up. Blah 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 blah. So for me, it helps me function. I think it helps a lot, especially if you have certain goals you're trying to get to. If you don't want to be in a certain situation, if you can have something set up, something in place, but you have that in place and then you have something personal in place. Like you have to have two separate things, in my opinion. Something personal and something kind of like, public or business, or everybody knows what you're trying to do in a sense. For your for the motivation to keep going and for you to keep, kind of striving and moving toward that. I'm saying lots of never stopping. As long as you're passionate about it, like it don't got to be, you don't. And that's how I see it now. I'm a little. That's how I see it now. It's like it's not about like I don't want nothing from it. I just do it because that shit's a good release for me. I love to write, all those type of things. I've been doing it for so long, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even this, I enjoy it. Like a lot of times, you need that separation. This is, I got my work shit when I go to work. I do what I do for work, and sometimes that follows me to home. But I try my best to separate, so I can enjoy both. That too. Or even there's natural ways to get rich, which I'm learning, or maybe not rich, but very comfortable in life.
Yeah, have something stable
that you can at least have on the back burner while you enjoying, something that you really like to do.
Yeah.
Never that. Because I'm too. At this point, I see there's ways to get, money without having to really, specifically lean on something. A lot of it has to come with just owning. You know what I'm saying? Real estate, buying and being able to be willing to put an investment in something, but knowing what the investment is, what the area it is, and being able to have the patience to wait for the investment to come back. Like all that is obtainable to almost, basically everybody. It's just a lot of it comes, with knowledge. You gotta know. And some people don't even have the knowledge, they just take a chance because they can. Some people can take losses. Losses is sometimes the ultimate knowledge. So it's just you gotta put yourself in a position to be like, all right, let me see what I can do with it. No, I can't do that, man. Covered, man. Can never do that, man.
Nah, man, we got something. That's why you feel me. That's why I've been really thinking, because I'm just like, there is so many ways to get money, and you feel me, like you don't have to go with the big media conglomerates or the you feel me. What do they call them?
You can run your own shit now, like
yeah,
that.
You know what I'm saying, like
you have to have your own money to front end, and there's go ahead.
But no, and then what's it called? I seen Mark Cuban. He said something. He said it to Kanye on his interview. I guess he told him, he said, if you ever want to start something, don't use your own money, because you're not gonna go harder to get that money back. Versus if you know you owe somebody money, you're gonna have to be like, all right, I'm gonna have to make sure we get this, back in a sense. If you're gonna go into business.
I got food just delivered. Let me grab it real quick. Go ahead, keep talking.
You good. But no, that's what he was kind of saying. He was just saying, like, if you're gonna put that risk in yourself, don't necessarily use your own money, because you can, he was saying you gotta put that pressure on yourself to get that back. And you gonna, and I agree with what he was kind of saying. I feel like if you do have your own money, I wouldn't say really dip into all of it, because you always want that emergency fund. For a rainy day, whatever. Especially if you got kids and shit like that, you would never want to do something like that. But I believe you got something to put up front, that's for sure good. But I hear what he was saying, to what's it called? You feel me? Put the take the loan and work on that loan, because I'm like you said, with the money, with the internet, you can make selling stuff, not touching it or even knowing what it is. Yeah, exactly. I used to work for people who had a side hustle on Amazon, would make a killing. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
brother, I don't want to say too much, but I work for a brother who, or I want to say brother, I work for a person who, he has all type of different businesses. He's young, he's only like 32. All type of different businesses, making most of his money in, per se, the land and property, right? But he has all type of different side hustles. All these things are like, a lot of times you don't have to necessarily make money in a business. I'm not saying he does or does not. He makes money on everything, but even if you aren't making the profit that you're expected, all these things are tax write-offs. So there's
Yeah, you're
money to
right.
be
Because you're
made,
saying
even
I
when there's not
paid.
money being made, if that
I
makes
see what you're
sense.
saying. So it's like if you like, I don't want to
It's
pay
knowledge.
taxes. I can be like, oh well, the only reason I don't want to pay this is because I had to pay for all this production equipment for my company. So they're like, oh
If
okay,
you don't know, you know. You got to invest. So you're talking about a whole year of investing, a whole year of me putting money in and I'm not seeing a return. But at the end of that year, I can claim it on my taxes and get all that back. So everything, you can't make money without spending money. That's a fact.
what's your name? I
Uh,
know that's D1 right there. That would
yeah,
be a nice school.
Young Zen, he played D1. He won the.
No, I went D2. I went D2.
D2.
Nah, you good, bro. I know you meant to put my name,
Yeah, we
but
know.
oh, football right
Oh,
away.
football, by
Okay,
the way. Okay,
still makes sense. Still good. You
what
feel me?
position was you in football, bro?
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's just the intertwine I'm having because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I know me and you in the music is eventually gonna catch ears just because I'm like, you know, and in the bar I had, I was like, uh, every single year, Proven Wrong became a habit. 7 years of running me and Fluid wreaking havoc. I'm just like, we've been making good music for so long, but I'm like, it's gonna only get better. So I'm like, and it took time for us to get to where we
And it
at.
never stopped. Like what I try to tell you, I'm like, where we at? I'm like, that ain't nothing either. Because I'm like, you gotta understand a lot of these
Right.
dudes where they at when it comes to music. You know how many music they have in the bank? I'm like,
Exactly.
you know how much shit I have in like the amount of music I have on my shit right now. This is new shit from what was deleted from that. This is from what I just recently made from when we're having in my pops and that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I barely released any of that. I'm like, it's like none of this shit is about necessarily talent. It's like it's important. Talent is important, but everything is business.
Mm-hmm.
If it's about making money, then you have to understand the business aspect of it. And if you don't understand the business aspect of it, the marketing aspect of it, it's never going to come into play unless you hit the lottery. Mm-hmm. How many people's trying to hit the lottery right now? It's a million. That's what I'm saying. You got if you're not understanding how to make yourself into a brand nowadays, then it's everything is all good, but it's like don't expect nothing from it when it comes to money. So it's like you got to understand, and that all that comes down to, and all I be trying to preach is like all that comes down to is either you're learning from someone else, or you're listening from someone else. How do I do X, Y, and Z? Or trying to find information for me to learn about the shit. Down 60, so he was a QB, 6'3", 200, right now 6'4", 250, healthy weight. So how you guys advertise your music, you should be drawing it every place you can, see? And that's if you want your shit, it all depends on what your motive is. Like my motive, like all this change, like my motive is like, that's not really, you know, my motive. Like I'm not really trying to be out there with music like that. I did this shit as a release, but I see you might be. I mean, you're trying to make money. So it's like, all with your motive, what you're trying to do, you have to understand, okay, how can I make that happen? Mm-hmm. Like more so my passion would be just make this channel into something that we can be like, this is a network, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Fuck, I don't want nobody coming into this saying this, that, or you know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I'm gonna control all this shit. Cause I already do that when I go into my workplace and all that type of shit. But see, that's my life. You know what I'm saying? Yours, you might be like, okay, I want to do something. But that's the case. It's like there's certain steps, X, Y, Z, forward to go in my paper. That's how this is how I see everything. This is how I look at everything. This is how even when I go about how I live, or you know, how I go to work, or how I'm trying to, you know, build this up or whatnot. I'm like, okay, I gotta have this, even if it may not be written down. I'm like, okay, I gotta be like, this is what I want to do tomorrow. So if I don't do it, I can get on myself for not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I said I'm gonna do this shit. Mm-hmm. And so now the next day I'm trying to make up for that. So that allows me to hold myself accountable. Even if it doesn't do it to the extreme level, I'm like, there's still a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how, and a lot of times when I see these motherfuckers how they when they put together businesses and all that type of shit, and they have shit set like, okay, how am I going to obtain it? Yeah. Rather than being like, okay, like, yeah, I want to obtain it, I understand that. But now I gotta figure out how to do, rather than just being like, okay, blind faith, let me hope for the best. That's what a lot of people do. That's what most people do. But it's hard, you gotta figure it out. You gotta find something that even if you don't find it, you still if you really fuck with it, you're gonna still continue to try and work at it and be like, okay, let me perfect it. Or even if you're not perfecting it, let me try and find something new. It's like, I'm like, how long did you take the YouTube channel? I still don't know. But
4 years, right?
3 years. 4 years.
I thought it was
17, I think.
Yeah, 17 is 4.
So 4 years. That's just shit serious. Still technically, even what I'm trying to do now, I still. But it's like I'm not. A lot of this is a release, and that's how that's how it start. And what you going for, But you find that you start figuring that out as you kind of, you get. I used to be the person like, why the older person? But now you do, like, as you get older, there's certain things. It doesn't necessarily mean you're gaining wisdom as you get older, but you start to appreciate certain things as you get older. And you start to be understanding like why I'm doing certain things, right? Doesn't necessarily like it's different when someone is trying to say, "Oh, I know this just because I'm older than you." That's different than being like, "I'm comfortable with this. This is how I move because this is where I'm at." Because I'm talking about just myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like myself is like, oh yeah, it's like. Okay. For me, this is expression in a sense right now, but still want to build. So, long story short, Lakers is probably losing right now in the week.
This guy's crazy. I'm gonna say long story short, and you're gonna say Lakers. We winning, motherfucker. So
take that. Me too. I've known some dumbass old people too. I've known some old people. I'll be like, I'll be like, man, your life must have been hectic. Because the fact that I'm having a conversation with you and you still talking like this is wild, but. Experience over age, because you can experience a lot more than somebody else and be younger than someone. That's just the fact. That's life. That's called not being fair, because life ain't fair. That's what they say, right? Sam, that's a fact. And nowadays, with the internet, people can experience things that someone who is older doesn't understand the experience, never or understood, because you can simply go on YouTube and be like, Indian culture, and then watch videos on someone else's culture and be like, damn, I never would have thought. But you have to be interested in those type of things, right? So it's like there's shit that you can literally put into the internet and be like, educate yourself and be like, I never could have done that, 20 years from now. So it's like you can't really blame, some people who came up in a certain time and then be like, okay, learn this device that you never had in your life in order to educate yourself. It's like, what? So that comes with empathy as well. So anyways, how Lakers doing though, man? All that side.
We have 5.
That's serious.
But I'm not even first. But I'm not worried. I mean, I'm not even hyped on that. We blow leads, man. That's been our MO this season. We love blowing them leads, boy.
Y'all probably gonna lose that game.
We should win it though, because I'm like AD and Russ not even hooping right now. We still in it.
Did you end up watching that movie, The Harder They Fall, the Netflix joint?
Yeah, I started like an hour into it. I didn't get to finish out. I went to sleep last night on it.
So when did you stop? Did you stop like an hour and 6 minutes in?
Something like that. It was kind of.
That's when I stopped too. Because
I went to sleep. I was like, oh.
And see, for me, I didn't go to sleep, but it was toward night. But I was watching and I was like, because of how hyped it was, I was like, okay, this is good. But then it's like when the story started developing, I was like, oh, I've seen this story before. So it made me somewhat uninterested. So it made me feel okay to just stop at that point and be like, if I choose to not finish this movie, I don't think I'll miss out on anything. That's how I felt. Is that a little bit too critical?
I'm gonna just finish it because I don't really got too much more to watch, and I'm kind of interested how it ends. But no, I get you. It's not necessarily the most original, but I'm like, they said before you even watch it, it says that like some of the stuff that's happening is fictional, but the people are real. So like I know Bass Reeves and all those people, you know what I'm saying, are real. Yeah. But it's just like the storyline, I could tell like they ain't really want to show, because I'm like, Bass Reeves is a legend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he has so many arrests, and the time he was a sheriff is crazy, but they don't want to show that. They want to just show him coming in here and, you feel me, teaming up and doing that other. They, you know what I'm saying? They're going on for like a very, 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 very small sample size of what type of legendary. You feel me? I'm like, Bass Reeves in this movie. Why does he have such a minimum role? And his introduction is just really like, I don't know.
They had to get it to the lead man.
Huh?
They had to give it to the lead man, the more popular actor.
I get it, but I'm saying like, you feel me? I feel like Idris Elba is getting more love.
Idris Elba and the other dude, and the dude who was a good guy. I don't know his
Nate.
name.
Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm like, think about who they chose for Bass Reeves. They chose the nigga that you would see usually in like B film black movies that we always be like, oh, that's him. But we don't really know who he is. But like, that's him.
every time I see him, bro, I just think of Romeo Must Die, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I always
I
be
think
like,
of him
that's
as
Vin Rames. I'd be like, no, that's not Vin Rames.
that dude from Romeo Must Die. I'm telling you, bro. I just think of Lee in that whole movie, like, no, daddy, no. That's all I see, bro. Like, hey, make sure y'all follow her.
Real quick, Joe the Ranger said, my bad fellas about the random. How you feel about GTA Remastered? I don't know about GTA Remastered. Now, see, I had the new GTA but not for the new system. In Xbox Game Pass, they had it for a little bit, but they took it down. It was cool. I haven't played the new GTA Remastered. How you feel about this?
I haven't played it either. I played the one, that came on the 4 and the Xbox One, but I haven't played. If it came out, I don't know if it's out, but
I haven't gotten a new system yet. I personally haven't felt like it's good enough for me to get it. Let me know. I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Last one said, how much of a chance you guys give AJ in a rematch?
He probably still get work. Yeah, he still probably get work. Honestly,
under 50, he definitely loses. Probably worse in a rematch, in my opinion. Everyone keeps saying that, man. I haven't watched The Wire. Have you seen it, Zen?
I ain't watched that.
I think I I haven't tried that. I think it was The Godfather I tried watching. That shit was boring and I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? A little bit past my time. A little bit past my time. That's what I felt about it.
Yes, facts.
Video games are dry right now. That's how I feel too. I feel like everyone's trying to. I feel like if you are a kid, if you're from like, you know what I'm saying, what's video game age? 8 to, I don't know, like 17, 18, even 21, 22. I feel like video games is hype. But I feel like for older motherfuckers, like anyone past that, I feel like video games really ain't shit. I'm like, you have
because they don't have games like 007, co-op games. They don't have none of them games that when you grew up, you be able to play with somebody else. Like they don't got none of that no more, man.
Nah, I be real. Like everything is just video games is weak nowadays.
People is getting lazy. That's what it looks like to me. They was back in the day. I feel like they try to put a stamp on like how good
it's
a game
because
was.
online gaming is so popular now. Like it's like you don't have to be creative with a career and all that type of stuff. Now it's like everyone's just hopping on online. So let's make sure our online servers are straight and our graphics are cool and that's it. But if you don't fuck with online, then it's like you kind of not play.
Right.
Sopranos. I lied. That's what I tried watching. Sopranos. That shit.
I was trying to watch Game of Thrones and I just was like, I can't get
I
into
tried
it.
watching that too. That wasn't my shit. I was like, this is
what I am probably gonna try to watch is The Walking Dead. I haven't watched that.
Walking Dead's good. I watched that for like 4 seasons. It was good. I enjoyed that.
Nah, I thought you watched all of them, bro. You was binge watching that for a minute. I remember you was watching that joint.
Time there was only I think 4 or 5 seasons. I'm like now there's a lot, but at that time there was only like 5 seasons at that time. There's no 2-player game now because everything's online. It's all about money. They want you to buy a separate system.
And then buy the extra plugins and bundles with it. Like, oh, you can get Travis Scott if you buy it. Like, man, no damn Travis Scott in my goddamn game.
Yeah, that shit is weird, man. The gaming world is different now, man. It's crazy. That's why I be trying to get into it, but it's like everything is built for online gaming. Nothing's built just to like kind of
please the person just at home. Yeah.
If you're not online gaming, what's the point of buying, a system?
Yeah, facts.
That's how I be feeling. It's snappers over here reminiscing. I remember having to take my PS2 over to my friends because Wi-Fi used to be, Wi-Fi used to be expensive than motherfucker.
Shoot, Wi-Fi used to have minutes with our phone, man. If you had no minutes, you couldn't call
minutes, nigga. That's crazy.
Oh,
now you can get 5G for $20 a month, nigga.
Facts. The boys, I can't wait for that to come back out, boy. That's my
bro. I was just thinking about that stuff to myself. I was just thinking about that stuff.
Season 3 gonna be crazy, boy.
I was like, man, it's been a minute. I'm like, what the fuck going on, man?
Me and Ozarks. I've been waiting on Ozarks, man.
I haven't finished Ozark. I think I'm only season 2 through it.
It's only 3 right now. I'm waiting on season 4, boy.
I want season 3. Hey, y'all, I want to say this real quick because I'm later in the night and I'm feeling good. My knee's feeling a lot better. I'm so happy. It's a good time, man. Hey, when you come out here, saying this is a good time, man. It's a good time, man. We finna hit the spots, man. Now you ain't old, bro. Because if you say you old, I'm old. We the same age, nigga. So fuck that. We young. This nigga's 10 years older than us, man. So
Facts.
enjoy that shit. I ain't saying I'm old until I'm 30, man. I'm close, but I ain't saying it till I'm 30.
Yeah, man. I remember
I'm already getting that belly. I'm getting that belly. I'm trying to run it. I'm like, man, I see. That's why I got hurried to get my running back because I get back to running my miles, so I get this belly off me, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't got no belly. That's one thing I don't want, boy, because it seems like everybody from high school got one almost, boy.
Nigga, shut up, though. You ain't got no weight on you, though, nigga.
Not at the moment, because I ain't been out. I ain't had to
weight on me, nigga.
No, that's because you just a compact. You feel me? You just retain.
And
all
I don't
that.
got no crazy belly on me. It's still good. I just need to get back to my running. Make me feel insecure, nigga.
Oh, why you feeling this? I didn't know.
Yeah, I remember the MPG device. 3 different CD players. Oh, these niggas getting old in here, man.
On me, I remember you just had to have multiple CDs. Like, I don't want to listen to this no more. And you had to take the CD out. Yeah, the iPod Nano, you had to scroll with the little da-da-dee-dee. Yeah. I thought I was on when I had that. And then the iPod Touch came out. I'm like, what's that? They're like, oh, I got an iPod Touch. I'm like, what? Yeah, you can get games and everything. I'm like, what?
About that though, you used to go like this on that joint.
You had to go like this, and then you had to click the button.
Like this big, bro.
On me, bro. And if you want to create a playlist, you had to do it on the computer.
Right, that's good times, man.
Man,
that's good.
I just remember LimeWire, man. LimeWire was the source of music for the longest time.
LimeWire was the source of a lot of things.
LimeWire was crazy, man. You could find anything. But as soon as you heard an album about to drop, you go right to LimeWire.
And I'm gonna say this to all my people out here who looking for a deal and y'all cheap like me. Black Friday coming up.
Ooh, it is
crazy. I'm finna give me like new 2 pair of shoes. I'm finna give me new hats. I'm finna give me new sweatshirts. I'm finna go crazy. I'm finna get fresh. See, if you a real nigga like me, you don't buy nothing all the way until Black Friday comes and you go crazy. That's what I do.
Cyber Monday though too.
Cyber Monday too, real shit. Probably give me a new laptop, something crazy, maybe a new TV. Real nigga shit. That's what you do. You don't buy nothing all year. You just wait till the sales come, nigga. That's real nigga shit right there. That's discipline. Y'all don't know about discipline.
That is crazy though.
Nigga.
Thanksgiving is kind of 2 weeks away, huh? It's crazy.
Yeah, 2 weeks away. Then we got Christmas coming. Then we got next year, 2022. And we moving, we grooving, we smoothing, we doing, man. I hope everybody stay blessed. As always, man, shit crazy, man. I hope everybody stay blessed. For today, Wednesday, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna get it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow too. After I get my cut, you ain't gonna be seeing me this week no more, man.
Yeah, man, get right, man. You over there like bum central, but it's all good.
Okay, yeah. All right, fatty.
I ain't fat. What you mean? I'm in shape, man.
Okay.
I'm in shape. I know that for fact. Ain't nobody can tell me I'm fat. I ain't fat, but I'll tell you this: I ain't in cardio shape for me to just whoop nigga. You know what I'm saying? I get tired.
The boy said I get tired.
I had a grade level 2 hamstring injury and I ain't take a day off. Nigga, that's real nigga shit.
Hey man, you bad man hard for yourself not to be fat, man. Hey, that's all I'm saying. You see, I didn't bat hard when you said what you said. I was just like, okay, I see.
I'm insecure a little bit. I be feeling heavy.
Now you saying you're insecure, bro. There's people out here that's obese, bro. You talking about you feeling insecure, bro.
I know. I be trying my best. Ooh. Salute to people, man. I love everybody, man. We getting money out here. Do what we do, man. Salute the people, man. Hit the like button if you ain't hit the like button, man. I think this is a great time. Get out of here, man. It's 10 my time. 8 your time, man. I think it's a great time. So we salute the rest of the night. Do it the rest of the night. You gotta do what's happening on the other side. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back maybe Friday. Friday might be a good day to be
Appreciate back. You, Joe. Appreciate you, Lost One. Appreciate you, snipers, for y'all jumping up in here.
Man, hit us with that one. With the phones had to keep at the bottom. You had to slide your phone. That
God.
Was the virus.
Yeah.
Those were the fire. At one point,
those were the best ones.
That's what I'm saying. At one point, if you had those, you'd be like, man, nigga, you really winning in life.
On me, you got the flip and got to get the texting out.
But then there was a point when you had them, you'd be like, oh, you ratchet ass nigga. I remember that. Because I got too late. I remember niggas used to get on me for that. Like, nigga, you got this. There was a time when
we got touch screen now, motherfucker.
Yeah, you be like, nigga, what's up, nigga? You that ratchet nigga. Like, well, you got the keyboard still, nigga. What's happening?
Hey, if I could find a sidekick, I would get that back, boy. I go get T-Mobile line just to have it. Just be like, hey, man, I got that kick, boy. Hit me on that kick.
Sidekicks are legendary. I'm like, that's basically an iPad before an iPad, nigga.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yo, the Ranger coming with the portable DVDs, nigga.
Nah, we don't know nothing about that right there. I don't think I
That's
had
too
that.
old, huh?
We had the system by then, boy, so we didn't have to have that, boy. We had the PS2. We could
He
play movies
tried to
on
say
that.
you too old, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying I don't remember having no portable DVD. You remember having one?
That's disrespectful. I gotta see what a portable DVD look like. I'm not 100 with that yet.
He said he not honest. So clearly, you trying to get on me. You don't even
I
know what
might
it
know. I don't
is.
want to say nothing. If I seen it, I might know what the joint is. I don't know. Shit, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna get nobody gonna say.
You crazy. But we appreciate y'all though, man. Everybody jump in, man. Y'all share it to y'all friends, man. We coming up in here with that goodness every time. You gonna go live this Saturday for the fights?
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Rodriguez versus Max Holloway. How can I not? That's fire, man.
Okay, I'm just asking, man. You feel me? So we can tell the people y'all gonna be tuned in, man. Y'all share it to y'all family, y'all can, man. They like having good analysis, not that biased crap that they be trying to spew onto the
Right,
to the
man,
airways.
you shouldn't be backing this thing. And I'm telling you, I keep telling you, man, we should be hitting them standalone videos during the week. I'm gonna hit them. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit them. Let life stop being a little beat to me, man. I'm gonna get that. But don't worry, man. Y'all keep supporting the channel. I appreciate everybody, man. We're gonna get that.
Facts, man.
But keep it 100-man snipers was good with. Appreciate you chiming in. Hell yeah, I remember the DVD players mount, nigga.
Facts, man.
That's not how I'm playing. You from the same age, so whatever. But we appreciate y'all, man. That's this day, Young Wednesday night. We up out of this day. We're gonna come back hopefully Friday, but we for sure gonna be back Saturday. And then maybe some Sunday. We'll see what's happening. But Saturday for a fact, we're gonna be back. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Good night. You know what I'm saying? Joe the Raging. All love, always appreciate you as well, brother. You know what I'm saying? Blessings, positivity, man. Make sure y'all going to whatever y'all trying to do, you know, with a positive mindset. Try to be the best you can be at it. Even if some people want to say it, talk, you know, feel a certain way about what you're doing, man. Fuck all that. You know, be the best at whatever the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? And see where that take you. So salute the people, man. We're gonna be up out of here, man. Black Woods TV. We're gonna be back. Much love. Hit the subscribe button if you're not part of the family. Hit the like button if you ain't hit it yet. Salute to the people, but